caught up with that spiker that I shot, and that was about 10 minutes away from being 2 hours since I shot him. He was a couple of times there I thought I'd completely lost him with tracking the blood, and then I'd find just one tiny little drop, go down that game trail and find some more blood, and then in the last sort of 20 minutes we're starting to get onto some real good blood sign again. Looked like he was starting to slow down a bit more, lose a bit more blood. So I just caught up with him. So glad he didn't take off when I caught up to him. I had to push through some real thick fern and just seen him standing there in the middle of the bush, and put one in the shoulder. The first one was a headshot, and oh man, that sucks. I'm so gutted for that poor bloody animal. Been running away from me for 2 hours, severely disfigured. Yep, that's the darker side of what we do, I suppose. Certainly like to get a clean kill and finish things off. That's really disappointing. Yeah, so I feel bloody terrible for it, but I'm so glad I was able to find it, put it out its misery. It come uphill so much, I didn't think I was going to catch up to it. I thought it would just keep going and going, and the wind was so bad. I think all maybe that saved me was in the last quarter of an hour or so the wind's been a bit more in my favour, and he maybe hasn't been catching my scent as I come after him. But anyway, I finally caught up to him and put the poor bugger out of his misery. And as I went to get a knife out my bag, before I'd even unzipped my bag, I had this horrible thought that I hadn't even put it in there, into my day bag from my big overnight bag at the hut. And sure enough, it's not there. I would try find a sharp rock or something and cut his guts open to gut him out that way and carry him out whole, but it's just getting too close to being dark now, so I think I'll hang him over this log and head back to the hut. There's like 3 or 4 stags roaring just over the other side of the creek on the other spur, so I think I might hang him up, come back to him in the morning, butcher him, and hunt my way around this ridge and see if I can get onto anything roaring. Anyway, better get moving. Been tracking this guy for quite some distance, so got a bit of a walk back, and I'm not too impressed with myself, so yeah, I'll hang him up and get moving. Right, got him hanging over the log for the morning. Beeline it back to the hut, have some dinner, have a sleep, get up early, come up here and sort this guy out. There's another roar, and then get on to some roaring stags hopefully. made it back round to my spiker from last night. Did a bit of a stalk around the face on the way here, and actually bumped into a stag just before before the wallow I was going to check. So it was maybe 40 metres or so from the wallow, and heard movement up in front of me, and I think he had heard me, and he just sort of gave a little bit of a run for 10 metres or so and stopped, and I was quiet, and I seen his antlers over the top of this fallen tree, so I ducked down, and he appeared to be creeping in towards me. And then I seen what I thought was another deer up to my right. I thought must have been his hind, so I lifted up the rifle and got it in the scope to see if it was the stag, but I couldn't see the head. I could sort of see the whole body and the neck, but the head was just out of view, so so I didn't take the shot because I thought it might have been a hind, but I think it was actually that stag had just sidled around a little bit. And yeah, then I went down and checked the wallow, and that same stag had been on the wallow just before that. So the last photo of that stag was 8 o'clock on the dot, and I would have bumped into him probably 8:05, I reckon. So yeah, wasn't long after that at all, so he must have been just leaving the wallow. There's nothing roaring this morning. I've let out a couple to try and entice something, but no, there's nothing happening. Thankfully, I remembered my bloody knife this time.